Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Three Houses. In the last episode, we were searching around and now we can progress the game, but we're going to level up our characters because that will make the game easier by leveling up her swordsman. Actually, she can be a better healer.
Maybe.
Yes, praise.
Oh.
That's it. Now we would instruct. I was playing some Clash of Clans between episodes.
Question,
That game
Professor.
is so like daunting. I don't care about being pretty or anything, but bothers me that some people don't even realize I'm a girl. You're wrong, opinion. Doesn't matter if people. Maybe you're overthinking it.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go. What do you want? Focus on reason and faith. Focus on reason and faith. Sure. Catherine's birthday.
Thanks.
Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot.
Okay, I've decided on the composition.
Composition.
That's right, the composition for my next paint. Wait, Professor? How long have you been standing there?
25 minutes.
Watching me, have
You've
you?
also been standing there, staring at nothing for 25 minutes.
No, I misspoke. Did I say painting? I meant to say.
Ah, so you like art.
Well, I've thought for
You
a
are
while
a
that it might be
artiste.
nice to paint the scenery here. The contours of that tree, set against the stark shapes of the faraway peaks. Of course, I only paint after I've finished my chores. I'd never put my art before my responsibilities. My studies are paramount. I shall always uphold my duties as a student of the Officers' Academy. Whereas art is a hobby of mine, you might say. Everyone has hobbies, right? I'm sure you have one.
Yeah, I have hobbies. It's called scrapping. I mean, no, none.
Oh, well, perhaps it's different for you, Professor. But it's perfectly normal for people to have hobbies. Reading, for instance, or fishing, or taking midday naps.
Shut the fuck up.
Hobbies are healthy. They're a good way of relieving stress.
Naps. Yeah, okay, I do have hobbies then.
You
I
might
love
consider
napping
taking up a hobby,
throughout the
Professor.
midday.
Anything, think about it. It's much easier to focus if you're feeling refreshed. There isn't a rule against hobbies, is there? If you tell me to stop, I'll stop. I shall never again put brush to canvas.
Paint as much as you like.
Really? It's okay for me to paint? Well, I mean, if you're sure. But really, it's nothing more
And
than
when
a
you
little
die,
diversion,
your
a
artwork will
frivolous
become
pastime.
much more valuable. So make sure
I think I
to
ought to
assign
go back to my
ownership to
quarters
me
now,
in
if
your
it's all
will.
the same to you.
You got that? I'm sure you just got it.
I'm so sorry, Hilda. Yeah, but
Do that every time. Auto shaving. I don't feel like exploring. Probably do another seminar or do battle. Do a battle. Or should I explore the... How's motivation? Is everyone good? Yeah, I got plenty of people. Good motivation. Oh wait. A lot of people want to talk to each other. Alright, we're just gonna do this for a while. If you don't care about these stories, then
Tell
you
me,
might want
Marianne,
to skip
do
the
you have a
episode.
love of flowers?
well, I don't dislike them.
I've happened upon a spot that's just teeming with splendid blossoms. Would you like me to show you?
I think I would rather stay. It would be for the best if you kept your distance from me.
Well, perhaps I could pick a few of the nicest and present them to you. With a beautiful bouquet in your arms, your magnificence would rival even that of the goddess.
I would never compare myself to the beauty of the goddess.
I see. Well, I don't mind. Oh, that is a lovely handkerchief you've got there. Did you know that a handkerchief reflects the sensitivity of its owner? Yours tells me you have quite a refined sensibility. If you only applied yourself a little more to the rest of your ensemble, there is no doubt in my mind.
If you admire my handkerchief so much, you may have it.
No, please, that is not what I meant.
It was a gift from my adoptive father. I didn't choose it for myself. I'm sure I don't share his refined sensibilities, though, considering how little he and I have in common. I have to go.
Such beauty. And yet, with just a little polish, she'd be a marvel. If only she'd put in some effort.
Here you go, harassing the women again.
I wonder. Indeed, I shall make it my mission to awaken
I
her
promise I
beauty.
won't harass the
There is
women
nothing
in
that
our
I,
group
Lawrence Hellman
anymore.
Gloucester, cannot do.
That's all this guy does. Let's see. Oh, here we go. More harassments.
Hello, Leonie. Busy as usual, I see.
Yep, lots to do. Not like you fancy nobles. Hey, can't you see all this stuff I'm carrying? Come on, move over already.
Alas, I cannot comply with your request.
Can't even ask a noble to take a step to the side, huh? That's a joke, right? You're kidding.
You've injured your foot. I could tell immediately by the way you are favoring it.
What?
Ooh.
Heavy lifting will only worsen the injury. Please, permit me to examine it.
Hey, cut that out! Isn't that improper or something, bowing to a commoner?
I am not bowing to you. I am tending your wound.
That's not what it'll look like. Hey, it's fine. Leave it.
Easing the burdens of the common folk is a natural obligation of the nobility. Now hold still and keep quiet for a moment, if you would be so kind.
That's a real pretty way to talk about sitting around in castles doing nothing. Let me tell you, everyone in my village is so grateful to be taxed up to the eyeballs for the privilege of— Ow!
Oh, it's quite swollen. And you're feverish. Fortunately, I do have an ointment here that should be of use.
What? You just carry that stuff around
I was
with you?
thinking the same thing.
Certainly. It won't do to be unprepared if I happen across someone in need.
I don't get you, Lawrence.
It seems I've neglected to pack bandages. I'm afraid this handkerchief will have to suffice.
What, that fancy thing? Bit of a
I
waste,
got this
isn't it?
handkerchief from the
Hey,
blue-haired girl.
no thanks. I don't need some noble's pity.
What about the help of a friend? I am as much that as I am a noble, if you recall.
More of your weird logic.
There, that should ease the pain. And since you are recovering, allow me to carry this burden for you as well. There we are. Now, farewell.
I really don't understand that guy. Oh no, I completely forgot to thank him.
Oh well. I guess I won't thank him then. Oops. To talk it up.
Good morning, Lysithea. Out for a stroll, are we? It's lovely weather for it. I might go wander outside myself. I'm sure I can see some beautiful sights.
Ignatz, hold still, will you?
Sure.
Your shoes are untied. It looks sloppy. Let me just fix it for you.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. But really, I'm perfectly capable of tying them myself.
This is
Clearly that's not
the
case.
foot episode.
Otherwise, this wouldn't be an issue. Now, hush.
where everybody fucking
There we
tends to
go.
each other's feet.
Thanks.
You've also got awful bedhead.
What? But I examined myself in the mirror before leaving my quarters.
It's the back of your head. Quite unkempt. You really should get it together. I mean, really. You're born to a noble adjacent merchant family, aren't you? You really should be more presentable.
Sorry, Lysithea. You're always so perfectly put together. In fact, I'd say you're perfect in all respects. I don't think I've seen you fail at anything.
Well, consider that if I make even the slightest misstep, everyone will treat me like a child. There's nothing I hate more than that.
I see. Well, I think you're very mature. If anything, you may be overdoing it somewhat. I mean, people treat me like a child sometimes. But I like it, because it reminds me that other people care about me. You know? No matter how much we stretch, some things are always beyond us. I think it's fine to be vulnerable and ask for help sometimes.
Ignatz, are you really lecturing me about how I conduct myself right now? You're a sheepish, unreliable scatterbrain who can only ever think about what others think of him. Perhaps you should worry about your own maturity before you start questioning mine.
Okay,
Although
we get
you
it.
certainly look
Baby,
anyway,
baby.
I've got
Lysithea, wait.
out of my way.
That was uncalled for.
Ooh, everybody's got issues. Oh, great. Speaking of issues.
You've been an enormous help. Thanks so much.
I'm next
Excuse me.
in line.
I have some more supplies that just arrived for the infirmary. Oh, were there more? I thought I'd gotten them all. I just have bandages and other small things, but there might be more coming. Well, I just got the boys to bring in the heavy bottles. Looks like we can't fit all of it without some rearranging, though. You know, if you'd arrived earlier, you could have helped me tidy up. My apologies. I don't really need your apologies. I need your
Now
help.
allow me to dance in front of you.
Oh, okay. How can I help? How can you help? I said tidy up, didn't I? See the shelves there? See if you can clear out some space and tuck away the bandages. I can try. Hey, careful, Marianne. There's some strong stuff in those bottles. I'm sorry, No, look, just leave the bandages for now and move the bottles from the shelf. I can do that. Now the bandages fell. No! So in the end, I did it all by myself. I'm sorry that I was no help. I just got in your way. It's fine. We'll even it out with pastries. You want me to get you pastries? I guess I can. You seem so thoughtful and composed, but you're surprisingly clumsy. It's such an odd mix. I practically have no choice but to take over for you. You're right. I'm sorry.
Who's next?
Hey, Leone. Are you just getting back? Whoa, what's with the bag? It's huge!
Oh, this? I thought I'd get all my chores done at once. Guess it got a little out of hand. Sorry to be a pain, but could you help me out?
I'm happy to help. Where'd you go to get all this stuff?
Well, first it was just the cloth scraps from the tailor, and then it was the used oil from a restaurant in town. After that, it was the books the scholars didn't know what to do with. I mean, that was just on the way.
Whoa, it sounds like you did a lot of running
Sounds
around
like
today.
useless shit.
It wasn't so...
You planned all that out? Impressive! What are you gonna do with all that stuff you got?
Everybody loves talking in this
You
fucking
really can't let
hallway.
anything go to waste, can you?
Nope. Can't stand the idea.
Who knew you were so thoughtful? I mean, you're so generous to everyone and always making me food.
I cook to relax, and it's nice seeing how enthusiastic you get about eating what I make. Whatever I give away is just the stuff that isn't useful to me. I pick up all sorts of things when I'm in town. Giving things like that to people who need them or who can actually use them makes sure they aren't wasted.
That makes sense. You've got to use up the stuff you've got after all. Hey, do you think you're like this because you didn't have much growing up?
I guess times were tough now that you mention it. The folks in my village definitely aren't rich. My dad had to go through a lot of trouble to get the recommendations I needed to attend the academy. That doesn't mean I've grown up to be stingy. It just means I don't like to squander. Anyway, enough of that. It's in poor taste to go on about your own hardships. I've always got time for a meal with a friend, and it so happens I picked up some choice meat today. Why don't we share it?
Now you're speaking my language.
I love a good stretch. What now? talk to her now. Oh.
Right. Then this goes here.
Hello, Raphael. What exactly are you doing with that piece of wood?
Hey, Hilda. I'm just doing this.
With your bare hands. Impressive that just the outer ring is left. It makes quite a nice circle.
Yeah. I just gotta polish it up and paint it. Then the base of the necklace will be ready.
Sorry, did you say necklace?
Necklace out of
How's it
wood.
look? I bet it's the right size, too. And this tree bark smells amazing. Now I just need to carve these boar tusks to hang from it.
Boar tusks?
I almost forgot. I was gonna add these wolf claws, too. And I could even add some color to them.
And wolf claws?
Huh? Is something wrong, Hilda?
That necklace. It has a certain, rustic charm?
You're right. It really does. Want me to make you one while I'm at it?
Oh,
It would definitely look good on me. But this one's actually a birthday present for my little sis.
don't you think she might like something more feminine? Something cute?
Something cute? What's wrong with something tough and rugged? This necklace is gonna have tusks and claws.
But girls don't usually go for tusks and claws and stuff. There should be flowers or jet here. I can talk you through it. If you're making a necklace for your sister, you might try putting a pretty little flower in a small crystal bottle and seal.
If you say so. But where would I find a flower that was pretty enough?
Oh, honestly, I don't know much about flowers, but now that I think about it, I remember hearing about a splendid flower that only blooms near Fodlan's throat.
Fodlan's throat. That's on the eastern edge of the Alliance. I'd have to leave now if I'm gonna make it back in time.
Yeah, that does seem like a bit of a stretch. Okay, let me think. Where'd he go? Well, no matter.
Not my problem. I don't care, because I don't care about anybody but myself. Last chit-chat.
Aw, are you sure? Thank you so much.
You didn't say anything, but
You're
your
always so
fist
kind
bump
to me.
made
I'll have to repay
it
you
quite
sometime.
clear what you meant. The hell?
Lysithia? What are you doing there? Don't tell me you were listening just now.
That
And
fist bump
judging
she
me,
does
getting
is,
other
it
people
like
to do my
never
work
works
for
with
me?
what she's saying.
I've got better things to do. Although, I do wonder why everyone is always so eager to help you. I only ask for help if they offer. I don't ever pressure people. So I've noticed. That's what strikes me as odd. I suppose they're just so taken with me, they want to help me out. I see. That would explain it. Oh dear, I was expecting you to argue, not to agree with me right away. There's no reason to deny what's clearly true. Everything about your outward appearance is immaculate and well thought out. Even your fingernails are always well kept and painted. No doubt your toenails are the same. I can't tell if you're complimenting me or accusing me of something. And you smell delightful, like candy. I'm so glad you noticed. It's oil extracted from a flower that only blooms at night. Floral oils, huh? I didn't think they had much use outside of homeopathy and house. I have some right here, actually. Here, I can... There we go. I put it on your wrist, so you'll want to rub them together. Body heat is what activates the scent. Your wrists and your neck are relatively warm, so they're good spots to apply
Is
the
that
fragrance.
how that works?
For a very subtle fragrance, you can also try putting it under your clothing. So, what do you think? It's lovely. Now I smell just like you, Hilda. Somehow, this makes me feel a little more mature. Thank you. So that's it. She just wants to feel more grown up. She's hard to read, that smile, though. Who knew she could be so cute?
Is that it? Add it. Next would be to go to battle. I guess, would that be? Yeah, that's probably the best course of action. Level 13. I don't think that's a tough one. Alright, well guys, that's going to do it for this episode. In the next episode, we're probably going to do 2 battles. It'll be quick, I promise. Maybe. Well, we'll see. If you enjoy this, I appreciate if you watch the next episode. All 4 of you. Or maybe 3 of you, as one is usually me. Goodbye.